Myself Rajshekhar. I am the teacher of mathematics from the Montessori group of schools. So already the online classes are going on, but this recording classes will be helpful to you. Okay? So today I am going to begin the new chapter, that is playing with numbers. So what are the topics to be covered in the playing with numbers? Let me write that. So what are the topics are going to be covered in the playing with numbers chapter? First, divisibility rules. Factors. Third, prime and composite numbers. Fourth, co-primes. Fifth, twin primes. Sixth, multiples. Seventh, LCM and HCF. And last, finally, relationship between LCM and HCF. So these are the topics to be covered in this chapter. So let us discuss one by one. So let us begin with the first topic, divisibility rules, that you have learnt in the earlier class. Divisibility rules for 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 and 5. Now let us recall once again about the divisibility rules. Okay students? Okay, so let us see first topic, that is divisibility rules. So before explanation of the divisibility rules, let me take one situation. Okay, so there is one person, Hasini. So she want to distribute the chocolates to her friends or to her classmates on her birthday, and her father bought 125 chocolates. So 125 chocolates. So her father bought 125 chocolates. She want to distribute this 125 chocolates to all her classmates. Each one have to get equally. So there are 25 students in her class. She want to distribute 125 chocolates. So each person have to get equally. So for that she started counting the chocolates. She made this 125 chocolates. Each one has to get into two groups. So like that, after that she found some more chocolates has remained. For that again she started counting to distribute. Each one have to get 3 chocolates. Again she found of the chocolates are remain. So now what is the easier method, that each student have to get equal number of chocolates? For that we need to do the division. So total number of students are 25 and there are totally 125 chocolates. Each student have to get the equal number of chocolates. So for that she made that 2 for each person. After that she found the chocolates are remain. After that again she thought to give 3 chocolates to each person. Again she found that some more chocolates are remain. For that, what is the easier method to know that each person have to get the equal number of chocolates? That is, we need to do the division, 125 by 25. Now 25 ones, 25 fives. So each person is going to get the 5 chocolates. After that she came to know that no chocolates are remain. So now here we did the division to know that each person have to get how many equal number of chocolates. For that we did the division. Now here what is the use of the divisibility rules? So here to divide one number with the given number, we need to do the division. For that, without doing the division, we can do the division, we can find the quotient without doing the division by these divisibility rules. So let us check one by one. So what is the divisibility rule definition? the number, for example, the number we want to divide another number without doing the division. That is called the divisibility rule. Without doing the division, we are going to divide one number with the another number. That is called the divisibility rule. Okay. Now there are divisibility rules. Divisibility by 2. So let us write the multiples of 2 first of all. 2 comma multiples of 2. Let me write multiples of 2. Multiples of 2, 2 comma 4 comma 6 comma 8 comma 10 comma 12 comma up to so on. Now if you observe clearly in these multiples, the units place are in this multiple of 2, first multiple of 2, the units place is 2, and here the units place is 4, and here the units place is 6, and here the units place is 8. What is the units place in the 10? 0. What is the units place in 12? 2. If you observe clearly in the multiples of 2, the units place are ending with 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. So by this what we come to know, if you want to divide any number with 2, the units place should be either 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. Let me take one example. For example 14. Now we want to know whether the 14 is divisible by 2 or not. Just instead of doing the division, you can check the units place. What is the units place in this given number? 4. By that we come to know that this number is exactly divisible by 2. So what is the divisibility of 2, students? What is the divisibility of 2 means? A number is divisible by 2. A number is divisible by 2. A number is divisible by 2 if it has any one of the digits, if it has any one of the digits 0 comma 2 comma 4 comma 6 comma 8. If it has any one of the digits 0 comma 2 comma 4 comma 6 comma 8 in its units place, in its units place. So that is the divisibility by 2. Example 14, 92, 36, 86, etc. Now we can say that these numbers are divisible by 2. Why? Because here the units place is 4, here the units place is 2, in the units place is 6, and here also units place is 6. So to know that whether the given number is divisible by 2 or not, the units place of that number should have either 0 or 2 or 4 or 6 or 8. So without doing the division, we come to know that which number, I mean the given numbers are divisible by 2 or not. Okay. Next, divisibility by 3. Divisibility by 3. Divisibility by 3. What about the divisibility by 3? Have you see, can you find any pattern for the divisibility by 3? For that, let us write the multiples of 3. For example, multiples of 3, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, etc. Now these are the multiples of 3. Is units place have that either 0, 2, 4, 6, 8 to get divisible by 2? Like that any pattern is present in this example? No. Now what is the pattern for this? Now look at here. Find the sum of the digits in the multiples of 3. Now let me take one multiple of 3, that is 27. Now this is the multiple of 27 because 3 divides 27 exactly. I want to know that whether 27 is divisible by 3 or not without doing the division. Further, what is the pattern or the logic? Find the sum of the digits in this multiple. 2 plus 7. 2 plus 7. What is the answer? 9. Now here the sum of the digits. Here the sum of the digits is 9. That is divisible by 3. So by that we can say the given number also is divisible by 3. From this what we can say, if the sum of the digits of a given number is divisible by 3, then the given number also is divisible by 3. So that is the statement of divisibility by 3. A number is divisible by 3. A number is divisible by, a number is divisible by 3 if the sum of the digits, if the sum of the digits is also, a number is divisible by 3 if the sum of the digits is also divisible by 3. So this is the statement. To say that the given number is divisible by 3, for that the sum of the digits also should be divisible by 3. Example 27, 93, 57, etc. Now these numbers are divisible by 3. Why? Because here sum of the digits 2 plus 7 9, where 9 is divisible by 3, no? So 27 is also divisible by 3. 9 plus 3 12. 12 is also divisible by 3. Now what we can say, 93 is also divisible by 3. What about 57? Sum of the digits 12. 12 is divisible by 3, no? So the given number 57 also is divisible by 3. So the divisibility rules are used to test whether the given number is divisible by the given number or not. For that, without doing the division, we are doing, students. Okay? Okay, next divisibility by 5. Let us see. So till now I explained divisibility by 2 and divisibility by 3. Now let us see divisibility by 5. Let me write the multiples of 5. Multiples of 5. What are the multiples of 5? Multiples of 5. Let me write the multiples of 5. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 up to 7. Now you can see clearly in the multiples of 5, the units place as here 5 and here the units place is 0. Again the units place in 15 is 5. Again the units place in 20 is 0. The units place in 25 is 5. The units place in 30 is 0. What can we observe here? Here the units place has 5, 0, 5, 0, 5, 0. So to say that the given number is divisible by 5, the units place in the given number should be have either 0 or 5. Then we can say the given number is divisible by 5. For example, 90. Now I want to check whether 90 is divisible by 5 or not. For that we need to do the division. Without doing the division, how we can say that? Here the units place you can see. What is the units place is 0. By that we come to know that 90 is divisible by 5 compulsory. If you want you can check it. 5 here 5 ones 5, 9 minus 5 4, here 0, 5 8s are 40. So what we can see here, the remainder is 0. By doing the division I decide that 90 is divisible by 5. But without division, how we can say the units place has 0, by that we can say 90 is divisible by 5. If any of the number has a units place either 0 or 5, then we can say that the given number is divisible by 5. Otherwise it doesn't divide with 5, students. So what is the statement now? What is the statement? A number is divisible by 5. A number is divisible by 5. A number is divisible by 5 if it has 0 or 5 in its units place. So this is the statement of divisibility by 5. Examples. So which numbers are divisible by 5? 25, 30, 100, 2025. So this all the numbers are divisible by 5 because the units place in the given numbers have 5 or 0. So by that we can decide that the given numbers are divisible by 5 without doing the division, we can say that. Next, divisibility by 6. So what is the divisibility by 6 rule? Now let me take the multiples of 6. What are the multiples of 6? Multiples of 6, that are 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42 up to so on. Now these are the numbers or multiples of 6. Now I want to check these are divisible by 6 or not. By doing the division we come to know these all are divisible by 6, but without doing the division how we can say? Now here 6 is divisible by 2 also. Here 12 is divisible by 2. Why? Because in the units place 2 have. Here 18 is also divisible by 2. And here the 24 is also divisible by 2. 30 is also divisible by 2 because units place is 6. So like that here all the multiples of 6 are divisible by 2. Then here 6 is also divisible by 3 and 12 is also divisible by 3 because 1 plus 2 3. Sum of its digits is 3, so the 12 is also divisible by 3. 1 plus 8 9. 9 is divisible by 3, so 18 is also divisible by 3. And here 24, sum of its digits 2 plus 4 6. 6 is divisible by 3, so the 24 is also divisible by 3. Like that here each and every multiple of 6 is divisible by 2 and 3. Now from that what we can say, if a given number is divisible by 2 and 3, then we can say that the given number is also divisible by 6, otherwise doesn't. So what is the statement now? if a given number is divisible by, if a given number is divisible by, if a given number is divisible by 2 and 3, if a given number is divisible by 2 and 3, then that number is also divisible by, then that number is also divisible by 6. So this is the statement of the divisibility by 6. Without doing the division, we can say that whether the given number is divisible by 6 or not. So for a given number, is it divisible by 6 or not? First we have to check whether that given number is divisible by 2 and 3. Example 1, 2, 3, 2. Now here 1232 is divisible by 6 or not, we want to check it. For that, let us check whether it is divisible by 2 or not. Yes, it is divisible by 2 because the units place is 6. Now is it divisible by 3? Let us find the sum. 1 plus 2, 3. 1 plus 2, 3. 3 plus 3, 6. 6 plus 2, 8. So it is not divisible by 3. Now what we can say? It is also not divisible by 6. But we need to write the examples which are divisible by 6. Okay, that is 227 one example, and other one is 365, but 365 is not divisible. Next 33 is not divisible by 6, it is divisible by only 3. Next here 27 also not divisible by 6 because it is divisible by only 3. So just we can write the multiples of 6. 216. Next 37 not divisible by 2, it is not divisible by 3. 39 no. 42 we can take. 42. Next 180, etc. So these are the numbers divisible by 6. Why? Because here 216 is divisible by 2 because the units place is 6, and it is divisible by 3 also because the sum of the digits is 3. Sum of the digits is 6 plus 1 7, 7 plus 2 9. So by that we can say that it is divisible by 6. Okay. So till now I explained the divisibility by 2, divisibility by 5, divisibility by 6 and divisibility by 3. Okay. Next we will discuss remaining now. Okay, now divisibility by 9. So what is the divisibility by 9 rule? You want to check whether the given number is divisible by 9 or not. You will do actually division, but without doing the division, how can we say that? So for that, what is the statement? Let us see. If a given number, if the sum of the digits, if sum of the digits is divisible by 9, if the sum of the digits is divisible by 9, then given number also divisible by 9. Then given number also divisible by 9. So this is the statement which is similar to divisibility by 3. So examples, for example 81, 729, 729. Let us check for the 729. What is the sum of the digits? 7 plus 2, 9. 9 plus 9, 18. Now 18 is divisible by 9. Now in this, now we can say that 729 is also divisible by 9. Next 90, 99, etc. So these are the numbers which are divisible by 9. How can we say that without doing the division? By taking the sum of the digits. If sum of the digits is divisible by 9, then we can say the given number is also divisible by 9. So these are the divisibility rules. Still we have some more divisibility rules. We will continue in the next class. Thank you, students.